Hi everybody, welcome back. Transforming, return to source, Lulu-Lee, video 4. Let's do it. All right, so in the last video, I told you guys that I'm going to speak about my self-love routine, right? Self-love, daily routine. Why is it important? Because if we're trying to transform, if we're trying to change, if we're trying to become the best version of ourselves, in order to be the best, we have to act the best and we have to act accordingly, which means doing things that help us feel our best and contribute to self-love. For me, I look at it in the importance of self-love in all different planes, right? We're talking physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional. It's not negotiable to me. So I do the work in all of them. Let's say, for example, emotionally, if we get to a place that we're feeling any kind of negative emotion, if it's fear, if it's anxiety, if it's sadness, whatever it may be, if we do positive affirmations on a daily basis, it's easier for us to deal with an emotion with a negative emotion when it comes up. So we go to our toolbox of self-love, we pull out a couple of affirmations and we change our emotional state. I personally love to dance. I love to listen to hype music. Those are also tools that I pull up from my self-love toolbox. Now, it only works if we do it daily. You have to be consistent with it, because just saying to myself, I'm amazing, I'm great, and then the next day or the next month not do anything about it, it's never going to work. But when I say it daily, I believe in it, it's part of who I am already, then the positive self-talk hypes me up right away. I do not dwell on negative emotion, and even if it's a hard experience that I'm going through, then it'll take me a few hours. I'll break it down with myself to understand why I feel like that and pull those tools out to kind of pick me up and help me out and get it together and then move on. So this is kind of like on the emotional level, the things that I do. Now, the mind and the emotions are, very connected. So it's important. That's why affirmations are important, because it's something that's in your mindset already, help you feel better. So that's kind of a connection that we should keep in mind. As far as like mental, mindset. Mindset work is so important. Growth mindset is so important. YouTube clips, podcasts, reading, all these things will help you to, elevate your mindset to a place that understands and grows and see things from different perspectives. That's the beauty of the mind. We can, control it in many different ways, and if we feed it with the right things, we can help ourselves always be in a better place, in a place that love ourselves more, because it's more positive. So they can be, I listen to all different kinds of podcasts and videos and clips. It can be spiritual, it can be, like a go-getter, empowering, it can be about work, it can be about achieving your dreams, it can be about financial freedom, anything. I'll feed my mind with anything I can. I do it usually first thing in the morning. I do it when I eat my breakfast. I don't designate a special times for it, because it doesn't have to be like a chore. It's literally part of my day. So instead of playing on my phone when I eat breakfast, I just listen. There are clips that are like 5, 7, 10 minutes. It's not that serious, but it changes my mindset and it starts my day on a whole different vibe than if I wouldn't. So for me, it's a non-negotiable. I do it every single day, any kind, whatever I feel like I'm in the mood for that day. I listen to something and I love it. Physically, you cannot get away from it, people. Food, workout, food, workout, food, workout. Don't eat shit. You'll feel better. I promise you. And if you eat shit, don't do it daily. You'll feel better. I promise you. 1, you'll feel better because you won't feel heavy. And 2, you feel better because there's not a lot of energy being wasted on digesting that food. 3, you feel better because you won't beat yourself up and use negative self-talk about, oh my God, I shouldn't have ate that. Look how I look. Oh my God, why did I eat that? These things, we do that to ourselves all the time. So if we don't do it, we're better for it. Working out is so important. You have to engage in some kind of movement. It doesn't matter what it is. I work out at home. I don't go to the gym. I don't do anything. Summer of 2017, I injured myself really bad in my back. I didn't do anything for almost a year. When I wanted to come back, I started doing it slowly. I opened my mat and I stretched. That's all I did, stretching for 10 minutes. You start somewhere and then it helps you and you make yourself feel better. And self-love is kind of raising because now I'm proud of myself for doing that, for not slacking on myself. It's all buildable. Transformation, like I said, it's a build-up and a build-up and a build-up until that moment comes and everything changes. So start building it up. Start deciding for yourself that you want to put some kind of movement in your body to feel better, to look better. You won't beat yourself up about food and you will be able to eat whatever you want to, because then, like the next day you burn it. Like, it's not that I don't eat shit. Fries is my weakness. I love chocolate. I love ice creams. I don't eat dairy and I don't eat meat. I gave both of those 8 years ago. It's just personal decision that I felt like I wanted to do. But I still find ways to eat vegan shitty stuff. Cookies, there are cookies that are non-dairy, but I'm okay. Even if in that moment I'm like, oh my God, I ate so much, I can't believe I ate so much. I'm okay with it because I know that the next day I'm going back to my routine, my self-love routine. The workout is going to be in there, the salad is going to be in there, and I'm okay with that. So important really to kind of like understand how those actions will actually create such a big change in how your mind, again, mindset is everything. How your mind works, how you speak to yourself, negative self-talk, positive self-talk, so important for self-love. Lastly, spirituality, so important. Me personally, I lead a very spiritual lifestyle, so praying and meditating is two things that I do daily. I do visualizations, which is a combination of mind and spirituality. Meditation is very important to me. I love it. I used to not understand what the hell people want to do. How can they just sit there quietly for 10 minutes? Like, what? Who can do that? Even now, daily, some days I struggle more than others because my brain is full of stuff and there's always something going on. It's okay. It's not about quieting your mind totally. We can never quiet our mind totally. You can find those 15 seconds that it happened or 30 seconds that it happened. Of course, people in very higher level can do it for longer and can detach and for 20, 30 and hours. I know that, but I'm speaking to you guys right now. If you just want to try it or if you haven't done it, I know sometimes I had meditations where I disconnected for 40 minutes, but it doesn't happen to me all the time. Some days 10 minutes meditation is hard. I still do it because it's that quieting the whole body, right? It's that centering myself. It's that peacefulness that I'm entering myself. And if I start my day with that kind of vibe within me, that type of energy, nothing, trust me, nothing can touch you. Even when you get upset, you go right back into peaceful mode because that vibe is already within you. So prayer, meditation, mindset, good food, workout, I journal, I write, I read, I try to do as much as I can. Most of the time I do those things every day. Some days it will be a page that I read instead of 5 pages. Some days it will be 5-minute meditation instead of 20-minute meditation, but I still always try to do it. And the last thing I want to say is there's one thing that I feel that is amazing as far as helping us love ourselves and just empowering ourselves, and it's giving back. The joy of living is in giving. I love that sentence from Tony. I love Tony. And it's really, really true. It's one energy that as soon as you give it, you get it back without even asking for it. So if you can give back on a daily basis, it doesn't have to be something big, just think of other people, be conscious and be aware of those around you, some kind of need, helping somebody with a bag, stopping, allowing somebody to cut you in the street, and not honk the horn and curse them out. Give them the right of way. It's okay. Nobody's gonna die. You'll feel better in your peace, I promise. So yeah, that's kind of like my little self-love routine, what I try to do. And I will say, I do take a selfie every single day. That's like one of my favorite things to do that I started doing, I want to say like a year ago. Every single day I take selfies. I love it. Feeling myself or not feeling myself, I don't care how you want to say it. There's a thin line between self-love and arrogance. If you're not hurting anybody with your actions of self-love, do you, and do it hard, and love yourself hard, and be happy about it. Everybody else's opinion goes in from one ear and right out the other. Don't pay no mind to nobody, just do you. I love seeing myself daily. It shows me my progress. I look at selfies from a year ago and I can see where was I in, body wise, face, skin. I know if I ate something wrong, it affects me. So, daily selfies, man. It's key. It's key for self-love. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I gave you some tools or some ideas on what to do. If you have any questions, if you want my advice on anything, I'm always here and I'm happy to help. Love is love. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.